Hi Scorpios, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week. This is the week of August 18th through the 24th. We do have a full moon in Virgo this week. That's on Friday the 22nd, which is going to be all about what it is that you want your life to look like and how to put it into practice on a day-to-day basis, okay? I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I love Virgo energy for the fact that it is super beneficial to all of us in regards to the way that we care for our bodies, what we put in our bodies. So if you're thinking about starting a new exercise plan, eating healthier, things like that, absolutely the time to put those things into practice. And I don't know why I'm telling you that. I ain't telling nobody else that. But okay, Scorps, let's see what's coming out. Compassion. Alrighty. I think you have your heart locked up for sure. And then love is at the bottom of the deck. What I was picking up on before I started the reading was that there's some type of changes that you're going through and it has you feeling imbalanced. Okay, so that may or may not have anything to do with the reading, but the changes are for your good. Just know that. This is the perfect timing. Oh, this is the perfect time. Okay, I'm just making up stuff. But bottom deck, life lessons again. Are you spread too thin, Scorps? Flow and then ease. Yeah, maybe. Courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Wow. Alrighty, so ease here reads, it's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. I love this. You guys, I was just telling my Reiki practitioner that every time I go to Reiki, I say receive with ease, receive with ease. So that is absolutely beneficial to just reminding yourself that you're deserving of whatever it is that you wish to receive, okay? Because you are, Scorps. Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yeah, this definitely feels like the energy that I was picking up on. You may be being asked this week to show some more compassion to yourself, Scorpios, because I'm not feeling like this is like outside influences that are doing this to you. It feels to me like you're just probably having a hard time adapting and adjusting to whatever it is that you're going through in life. Could be a new partnership trying to come in or an old one leaving your life, and it's just causing a lot of grief or strife within to where you're having a hard time, you know, giving yourself some grace. So let's look at your other cards. I'm going to get them all out before I talk, because if I start talking, guys, then I start doing a bunch of extra stuff. Okay, the Hangman. All right, I'm being told to do this, so one more, please. You could be dealing with the Cancer. Just heads up, you guys kind of have similar energy, some of the same cards. So you're definitely feeling like you're stuck in limbo. Yeah, look at that. Your advice is the Strength card. Scorpios, this week, have courage, my friends. Be strong. Believe in yourself and rest. Like, give yourself some like more often than usual breaks, okay? Because I'm seeing that you need it. Again, it feels to me like you're spread too thin. And I'm wondering if some of you are questioning whether or not Spirit has your back at this time. Because it feels to me like something has taken place. This could have to do with a partnership, with a separation, or with a decision that you may be needing to make in regards to a separation. Very interesting thing is, you notice we have the Queen of Swords and the Strength card here, which the Queen of Swords is also representative of the Strength card, and then the Four of Swords. Your advice for the week is going to be for you to just have courage and to kind of pause. Okay, I would not say take action this week. I think you definitely need to, or being advised to. Excuse me, guys, sorry. I think you're definitely being advised to to pause. Now, one thing Spirit is showing to me, and I'm going to get into your tarot cards, but with this ease card here, they're showing me that there's more to this than you can see right now, Scorps. So you could be feeling like you're spread too thin this week, like maybe life and God, Spirit are against you. But what you're not seeing is behind the scenes, this is actually aligning you with what you desire. On top of that ease card in your hidden information here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So what you're not aware of is that there is loyalty on the other side of this, okay? Because that's coming through strongly. There's something about stability and loyalty. So whatever's on the other side of this situation that you're dealing with, it is going to be consistent, it's going to be constant, and it's going to be loyal and beneficial for you. Not only beneficial financially, but also beneficial when it comes to your stability. Say, for example, home life, having a car, being able to manage things. There's some very grounding energy that is on the other side of this. And you could not, it could be present right now, but you could not be seeing it or feeling it because you're sitting in this hangman energy here. And sometimes the hangman tends to get stuck. That's the best way to describe it. The hangman can be stuck in trying to figure things out. The hangman can get stuck in the energy of like reflection, deep meditation and thoughts, and then nothing happens. The hangman's not the action card. You see, she's literally laying here uncomfortable, and oftentimes the hangman can be too comfortable in being uncomfortable. And what the hangman tends to do is say, well, I've been here, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna sit. And so this is what Spirit is advising you to work on healing, is your ability to adapt to things that may not be the best things for you, okay? Because it does feel with this Eight of Swords in your current energy that you are trapped in something, but it is very much, we all know this with the Eight of Swords, it is self-inflicted, and it's self-inflicted due to fears. It's self-inflicted due to trying to figure it out and not seeing the positives that could possibly come through, which is like that Queen of Pentacles energy. You're not seeing that this is your potential, that this is what's underneath, that this is the energy that's actually present or on its way to you, because you're comfortable in being uncomfortable. We're placed in uncomfortable situations so that we can get out of them. And I don't know if this is something that you need to get out of. I'm just giving you information that's coming through. Is that you could be in a situation right now that is actually not for your highest good. And it could feel like the timing is off. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough finances to move. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough finances to be able to, or stability to be able to get away from someone. If this is in regards to love, because we do have two love cards here. If this is in regards to love, maybe you feel like you can't afford or don't have the resources to be able to move out of this situation. But what's blocking you is that you are operating in the energy of the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So the Queen of Swords upright, she sees the bigger picture. She's able to take a stand and be strong in her, in her desires. She's ambitious. She's a philanthropist. She's going to advocate for people. She's going to do what's best for herself. Always the Queen of Swords. When she's in reverse, she's doing what's best for her at the defeat of others. Basically, she's going to do whatever she can when she's in the reverse to make others feel small, to shrink people down, and to make them feel stupid. She has to prove a point when she's in the reverse. She doesn't accept that she could possibly be doing the wrong thing because she's stubborn. So your energy, the blockage is that you could not be looking at things from a higher level perspective because you're trapped in this Eight of Swords energy. And these two energies together like this in this reading make perfect sense, Scorp. So you're not wrong in the sense that you shouldn't be feeling this way. Spirit is just asking you to move through this energy, to show compassion, not only towards yourself, but maybe to others, especially considering the Queen of Swords is showing up in the blockage. You want to be cautious as to what you say too. Sometimes we can be so overwhelmed by others' neglect for us that can send us in a state of wanting to be revengeful or vengeful. And Spirit is advising you highly to be careful and cautious as to what you say. Your advice for this week is to be courageous, to be strong, and to regain control over yourself, your thoughts, and it doesn't feel like emotions. It's your thoughts and what you're actually doing, okay? So, So what's coming through is for some of you, someone could have ticked you off, or this situation could have ticked you off to the point to where you want to actually like do something about it, right? You could be ready to like show up and act out. And Spirit is advising you not to do that. To be cautious, to be courageous, to be strong, to show fortitude in another way that is non-action oriented or verbal, okay? There's something coming through about your strength is in your stillness. Your strength is in your ability to be quiet. Your strength is in your ability to not react. There's something there because you also have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Oh, and the High Priestess. Ooh, and the Death. Look at your energy. Wow, this is dope. Okay, and the Death energy. There's a transformation. When you can rest and be quiet, trusting your inner voice, that inner knowledge, you're going to transform your heart. Look at this. I love how Spirit is showing this. You're going to transform your heart, Scorpio. There's also a very, very high chance that you are going to have new opportunities that come in for you very quickly. It's almost like Spirit is showing me stuff like slithering in behind the scenes, like kind of coming underneath the door without you realizing that they're coming in. But it's all a matter of you handling this situation with ease, trusting your intuition, trusting that inner guidance, and keeping silent for sure with the High Priestess showing up here. This situation is transformative. It's transforming you and taking you out of the energy of loss and putting you more into the energy of being able to flow naturally with Spirit and align yourself with your highest good. That's the best way to put it. Okay, Scorps, so be strong and courageous this week. I don't know if you noticed, you have several cards that represent strength, courage, and fortitude. So please be sure to operate in that energy this week. Remember that dolphin energy is playful, it's non-aggressive, it doesn't allow others to affect its mood, and also too, dolphins follow vibrations. So follow the vibration of Spirit and just know that although you may feel overwhelmed this week, this too shall pass and you're going to get through this, okay? Have a fantastic week. I'm praying for you guys. If you're still here, drop a heart emoji for me in the comments, or you can drop any other comment. I thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being patient with me while I was traveling last week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye, Scorps. Have a good one.